Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the show. It's I Quit My Band. How's everyone doing tonight?
I'm good.
I'm great, dude.
Doing good? That's good.
Yeah.
Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Comment down below. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok for podcast clips and comedy skits. Get the shirt in the description. Subscribe on Patreon. $5 a month to become a quitter. You get bonus content every Sunday. It's a sad night. It honestly is a little bit somber because we are recording the last supergroup recap episode tonight,
Yes.
which will be out this Sunday.
Look at that, dude. He's got the official merch.
The official merch of Damocracy. Was that I
think so. There were two designs that I was seeing predominantly on eBay, and this was one that came in my size. This was an actual it's a
game-worn jersey.
It's a game-worn jersey.
It came off Evan Seinfeld's back.
As Sebastian says at the end of the show, he's like, "We have shirts.
We
can't quit."
Yeah, exactly. That was like him saying, "This can't end now. We have shirts.
We just ordered shirts.
What is a guy going to be buying them on eBay in 20 years?"
It sounds like a
300
skit idea of some sort. Like band ends and has a bunch of merch and doesn't know what to do with them.
Actually,
we could do that with our own shirt.
Actually, Vince from Sad Bulldog actually pitched us a skit that was
He did.
based
Yeah.
on
Oh
that.
yes, he did. I
He
forgot
did.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we could literally do that. I have so much of my old merch in my garage, like clean.
I remember the one time we played a show and there was a lot of people there and you didn't even break it out. You still had it in the box and you were like, "Yeah, if they want it, they'll get it." I'm like, "Oh."
That's such a classic me move.
I wouldn't
Just
mind
being like, it's embarrassing to have merch.
I wouldn't mind another one of the white ones. I outgrew my medium.
I don't think I ever even put one of those on my back. I think I saw them and I was like, this was a bad idea.
Holy fuck!
Before we get in,
That was
my
crazy.
cat's gonna be running around. She's now free of the extra dog that was here this weekend.
And she's
Yeah.
a savage animal.
Oh my
She's
God.
a savage animal.
Yeah, I wish you guys
that
could
we
see
could just
what
get the camera on her at some
Dilly
point.
Cam.
We should strap a camera to her and just
Yeah.
have
GoPro
the
sit.
regular view and then the other view, which is just fucking
the VR feral cat experience.
Chasing nothing, by the way.
chasing nothing. Yeah, she makes her own fun.
She's chasing dreams.
Chasing-
Dude.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, she's calmed down.
Oh my
Maybe
God.
not.
So that record,
Dude, it's like Spider-Man.
I can't
So the
believe
record we're reviewing.
I know. So the record
yeah,
we're
so
reviewing-
we're reviewing the last episode of Supergroup tonight. It's the
Yeah.
conclusion of Supergroup. We will provide our final thoughts and whatever to Supergroup, and we're also reviewing a record tonight.
we are reviewing a
Before
record
we
tonight.
do that, and that's on the Patreon. Sorry,
Yeah.
I stole your job.
You did.
I was getting it all back. The cat really
Really got you distracted.
fucked everything
Yeah,
up.
try living with her.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're going to be reviewing a record tonight. It's this new one from a band called Fcukers, which I didn't really know anything about. I had seen a little bit here and there online. There was some live performances that said Fuckers on it, and I was like, I don't know what this is. I didn't know who it was. But they're a band that has just kind of recently, I guess they've kind of blown up, you could say. And it's not really of the Chad mentality in terms of musicality.
Yes.
It's not of the
Yeah.
Chad mentality.
The
You're right.
musicality is not of the Chad mentality.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's I started hearing about them a couple months ago. Some of their singles started popping off, and the one that I listened to, I Like It Like That. I liked it like that.
Like that, yeah.
And so I put it on the radar. We had a ton of stuff come out
Yeah.
on Friday, and we were figuring out what we wanted to review this week. And I felt like after Snail Mail,
Courtney Barnett.
Courtney
Barnett.
Barnett and Flea, we could use a little change of pace. Maybe the
Yeah.
Chad mentality wasn't quite what we're looking for.
I'm glad you found it because my mentality was not of the Chad variety.
No,
this
mine
week.
either,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah. After we reviewed those, I was like, it would be nice to
A
hear
lot of
something
samey
different.
same going on.
Yeah, for
little
sure.
bit.
I listened to a little bit of Snail Mail, and I was like,
It's fine.
It's all right.
It's not bad, but I felt similar to the Soccer Mommy record,
Yeah.
where it's moving in a sort of, I don't know, a 90s female
Yeah.
Lilith fair
Yes.
kind of.
Be fun if we just started reviewing Snail Mail.
So, anyways,
The Fcukers record is better than that.
Yeah.
So Fcukers is this New York duo, and they look like they are complete. They look like they're from the UK. just based off of looks alone, you're like, this guy looks like Liam Gallagher and Noel Gallagher put together.
They have like a Fontaine's DC look.
Yes.
Like that
Yeah,
like,
they
really
new
do.
version of Fontaine's
Yeah.
with like the soccer jersey.
They really do.
Yeah.
And she's, the lead singer. I think his name is the guy in the band's name is Jackson Lewis, and the singer is a female named Shani Wise, I think.
Okay.
She's like this tiny little girl with like, kind of like a Charlie XCX aesthetic, like 90s,
Low-rise
kind of intense,
jeans.
low-rise jeans, kind of intense, kind of intimidating look.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to expect because I was like, how, is this a band? Like, what are they, I saw some pictures of them, like he's playing bass, she's singing, but they had drums and like, turntables and things. So I really didn't know what to expect. But getting into this record, I'm a fuckhead.
Yes,
Wow.
You're a Fokker,
I'm a Greg Martha Fokker.
Yeah. Fokker barely know her.
I'm Gaylord M. Fokker. Right
yeah.
now.
Right.
No, I agree. I liked it a lot. I like as soon as I heard Like It Like That, I was like, this is a cool approach. It was somewhat familiar. I think we talked about it last night where we were like, it's kind of like if Magdalena Bay, if Magdalena Bay went to Berkeley, fuckers went to like a state school.
Yeah.
Like they're like Arizona State. They're just gonna
they're partying.
They're just
Yeah.
partying. Dude.
Yeah.
They're not so much of the artsy fartsy shit.
They
just
are-
dance bangers.
Yeah.
They're ignoring their studies as much as
Exactly,
possible.
dude. They're rushing gamma phi, dude.
Just upon hearing this, like it's really like minimalist, but also like they make like there's really not one song in this record that's not a banger. Like all of these
Yeah.
are bangers, I would say.
It's a banger fest.
And we're talking like this is like 90s electronica, kind of synth wavy, kind of vapor wavy, a little bit of trip hop in there, I would say. There's a lot of hints of like reggaeton, which
Yeah.
like I didn't expect to like. But the song "Talk to Your Girlfriend" like probably has the most of that, and it's like it doesn't sound like cheesy or corny or like it's out of pocket for them. It's like kind of has like a Gorillaz vibe.
And I think the minimalism helps that because even when they're doing like the reggaeton stuff, it's just like a few really well chosen elements that give it that vibe.
Yeah, it's not like they're going overboard with it and it's like, oh, this is the reggaeton song. It's like there's just some hints. Another great part of the instrumentation and like just the album and the band is her voice too, which is like immediately just has so much character in it just because of how gentle and like tiny it is.
And like I do like the disaffected sort of like I wasn't supposed to be here today. Almost
Slacker
energy.
shit.
Yeah,
So
like
slacker.
slacker.
Yeah,
energy.
whatever. I'll record this shit.
It really does have a slacker energy, even though it's not slack. Like this music is so not slacker, but it's all her that just gives like this cool girl vibe. That's like she doesn't care about you or anything.
And actually, fuck you.
fuck you.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
kind of like that.
This appears to be their first proper standalone record.
Yeah, that's right.
They've been featured on a few albums, primarily there's one by George Clanton and TV Girl, and then
Oh,
there's
yeah.
another one by Confidence Man. Do either of you know Confidence Man?
It sounds cool.
Yeah, there's like a lot of fucking
Confidence man.
yeah. But I knew nothing about these guys, and when you sent it, just seeing the name Fcukers,
Yeah.
it's Fcukers.
Mm-hmm.
I was assuming it was going to be some sort of like in your face like band of some kind, not like an electro pop dancey like club thing.
Yeah.
And it was a very pleasant change of pace for the grind that we've been on lately with just band shit.
Yeah.
You know?
I thought it was gonna be like post-punk, like goth
Yes.
post-punk. I
Yeah.
was expecting that.
Or like in the grungy Mets direction or
Yeah,
something like
something
that.
like
That's
that.
what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I think I expected probably more like indie, Mandy, Indiana, or like some of that like more harsh
Yeah.
sort of electro stuff. But this is, like you said, like 90s, and I would even go like early 2000s. Like there's
for
like
sure.
Nelly Furtado
Yes.
throughout.
Yes.
There's like 90s drum and bass shit happening too, like
Yeah.
Boots and Cats all over the place.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I've been really into like this kind of music for a while now, probably like since like the whole like big vaporwave boom, that happened with like George Clanton, and listening to his records and like hearing like the record scratches and stuff and like all of that stuff like done really well. I'm glad that like, because that's more vaporwave shoegazy. This is like straight up fucking
Party shit.
electronica. You're on ecstasy.
This
in a
is
club.
music for people on drugs
For sure.
Yeah, like party drugs.
But all the songs aren't like, a lot of the songs like that are always like 7.5 minutes.
No, this one gets in and gets out. It's kind of like, it feels like what the attention Joey Valence and Bray had with their record last year, where they made like a collection of music that you could put on at a party and people could like dance to.
But that was like hanging party. This is
party.
fucking, you're naked.
Yeah,
at the
you're
club
having
party.
sex with
Yeah.
a bunch of people.
You're
at the same
yeah,
time.
this is
You're getting
orgy.
kicked out of the club because you're naked.
Because you took your clothes off.
Sir,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to put your gutchies back on.
Sir, that penis is too small.
Yeah, you're gonna have to tuck that penis, sir.
And listen, it kind of looks like you already are.
You're going to have to put that thing away.
Yeah.
or you're gonna
It's
put it away
embarrassing
for you.
just for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The production too, like, it's really well produced because like they'll pick a sound that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
there's like on Beatback, there's like a lead line that sounds so cheap.
Yeah.
And there's another one later on in the record, and I can't remember what it's on. Maybe it's Lonely, but you're like, if somebody played that on a synth, you'd be like, we gotta fuck with the
get
dials
another-
because that
yeah.
sounds like shit. But they like incorporate it in this like really minimalist fashion that like becomes a character in the song,
Yeah.
and like the rest of the elements are so good that within the context, like you don't even care that sounds like a Casio.
Yeah, it sounds like someone with a Casio keyboard like trying to recreate like Justin Timberlake sounds, but like it's not quite it, and you're just like, it's kind of that.
Yeah, you're trying to do love sounds like from memory.
Yeah,
you're
you're
like, I
like,
think this is sexy back.
Yeah, there's like a whatever. What's that song that's like, gonna have you naked by the end of this song? Boom, dun, that Justin Timberlake song.
Dun. Yeah, what is that song?
I can't. Oh, Rock Your Body.
Yeah, gonna rock your
There's a lot
body.
of Rock Your Body tones,
Yes.
but they like are shittier Rock Your Body tones.
Yeah.
on a couple of the songs, like Butterfly,
Stalk
and
your body tone.
Stalk Your
Nice.
Body,
because
dude.
that
Nice.
shit is stock.
Stalk.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of songs I
Trying to
really
look at
like.
the track
I think
list.
my favorite song is Play Me.
I love Play Me.
Play Me has like a really good verse melody, and
Yeah.
then the beat switch is my favorite thing on the record.
Yeah,
Because I will say, if I can knock the record for anything, is it can start to feel a little one note. Because some of the songs, like If You Want to Party, Come Over, like it's just that.
Yeah.
Like once you get that first vocal line and the drum groove, that's the whole song.
for me, that's my least favorite song because it feels like the rest of the songs they're all for sure like drug party songs, but that one is the most like drug party song.
Yeah.
Like the other ones you can listen to and jam to. That one is like exclusively you have to be on ecstasy.
Yeah, it almost feels like, you ever like hang out with somebody towards the end of the night, they're so drunk they can only like repeat like 3 phrases.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
In my house. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like there's a string in their back.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
hammered guy.
Are you mad at me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you mad? You're mad. No, you're mad.
No, you said you were mad at me.
You're acting mad.
You said you were mad at me.
No. You're mad.
Just over and over again.
That's kind of what that song feels
Yeah.
like. It's still catchy.
Yeah, it's not bad, but it's. I think out of all the bangers, it's the least like
Banging.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it like that might be the best song on the record. That's a really fucking good song.
It's one of the best songs I've heard all year, and
Yeah.
probably will be one of the best songs I've heard all year. Like I haven't heard anything like this simple. Like it also like this record also kind of works because of how vapid the lyrics are, like how dumb they are, because it's like they're like you said, like they're not the artsy fartsy type. Like this is like party music, and it's like they're not trying to be anything else. Like some of these lyrics, like saying "I like it like that because I like it like that" is like so delightfully stupid. You know, it's like I don't need it to be anything else. Like it's just write a good hook, and you don't have to like make it rhyme or like say anything smart. It's just a fucking hook for a good song.
And that one, like the verse, I think is what like really elevates it. Like, like it has like this super catchy hook. Yeah. And then like the verse is like this really satisfying kind of like snaky melody.
She has like the way she sings in a lot of these songs, like "Play Me," I like it like that. I would also say "Shake It Up" and God, I can't really think of the other ones now, but probably "Talk to Your Girlfriend." It's like almost like an Arabian type of like way of singing. Like it has like that cobra coming out of the vase type of thing. You know?
Or like what's that? Tom's Diner, like
it's kind of like that.
I really enjoy it. I think another one of my favorites is "Feel the Real," the closer.
Yeah.
It's like the most musical.
Yeah, I think so too.
And it's cool to hear like on a record that's been pretty like minimalist, very direct focused, to also hear that like they can expand this. You know what I mean?
When they
like,
go bigger, it's just as satisfying.
Exactly. Like there's like some cool strings on there. The melodies are really cool. The drums sound a bit more like a drum set than a drum machine.
Yeah. That's how I felt about "Talk to Your Girlfriend" too.
Yeah.
Like that, like when they go mid-paced, like they do that just as well as like fast-paced fucking.
Still dance to the mid-pace though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. There's like a driving, like four on the floor type energy to pretty much everything.
Yeah, for sure. And like the mid-pace stuff is like more vaporwavy and like trip hoppy, and it reminds me more of like '90s bands, like Portishead or something like that. Which is another like really cool influence on this record. So I do like when they go mid-pace. "Play Me's great. "Butterflies." I really like "Lucky" too.
Lucky's great.
"Lucky" is also very catchy.
"Butterflies" I didn't love as much as the other ones. I don't think there's a skip on the album.
Yeah, for me there's really not.
It's 30 minutes long. I mean, it's hard to skip stuff, especially when the songs are short.
Yeah,
"Lucky's" great. "Lucky" is one of the ones that really remind me of Magdalena Bay. I loved Imaginal Disc. And there are definitely times where like the worlds are pretty close. But I still think that they do enough, like especially with like the Spartan approach. Like not going all out, like keeping it as simple as possible. That they avoid being like, oh, you're just doing what Magdalena Bay is doing.
Yeah, I think so too. Like I was looking up some live performances of this band, and a lot of people are like angry at them for existing, you know what I mean? Like they're like one of those bands, because like there's a lot of people making a lot of comparisons to other bands. Like there was Magdalena Bay, but the biggest one was Groove Armada from like they're like a '90s like electronica duo. They made that song that's "I See You Baby Shaking That Ass."
Nice.
Fcukers has a song called "Bon Bon," which I guess sounds a lot like the song "Super Stylin'" by Groove Armada. And it's like, there's similar vibes, but it's like, I think there might be like a rule to the Greta Van Fleet thing. You know what I mean? Like it has to be like, it can't be a band as big as Zeppelin, And and there has to be like a good amount of length, for it to like be okay that you're stealing this much of an influence. You know?
I think it also comes down to like how good of a song can you write?
Exactly, that too.
Like if you're just a straight like vibe thief and like you're just conjuring up like the fumes of Zeppelin. Like these two can write like really great catchy pop songs. And if like how much room is there, within like electronica and stuff like that? Like I don't feel like it's 1-to-1 enough from at least the stuff that I heard. I listened to a lot more Magdalena Bay than Groove Armada.
Groove Armada,
Dude,
people were like, "This is a fucking ripoff of Groove Armada." And I'm like,
I just kept thinking of Newt Gunray and the Trade Federation. We need to set up a Groove Armada around fucking Bisbee or whatever.
They set up a Groove Armada. There's no way through. Fucking Luke Skywalker.
I'm getting vibes of like a less demented D Antwoord in this.
Yeah,
music.
I actually thought that too. Yeah.
Just with kind of how the relentless like attack of head nodding or foot stomping shit goes on, but like less fucked up, because D Antwoord was like into the fucked up thing, but like they have that I think you're freaky and I like you a lot. It's
I
like a lot like
hate
that.
D Antwoord.
No, I mean they got kind of canceled, didn't they?
They got canceled. I don't remember what for, but
I think
I
it was
don't
like really bad.
yeah, it was really bad.
Somehow
Yes.
worse than their haircuts.
Yeah.
Which is that's a low bar.
I think
Yeah.
it involved like their like they think they
I
had
think it's
kids.
their kid,
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, it was really bad. I always fucking hated D Antwoord though. Like even before that, I remember there was a girl that I worked with that she was like really like D Antwoord, and she'd like send me songs of theirs, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's great,
So good.
so good. I fucking hate. It's just not. Let's just stop pretending it's good. It's one of those bands, you know. Like,
I mean, it's just so often I just don't speak to music to almost anyone outside of YouTube because the recommendation coming back is always like, this is great. Yeah,
This is great.
Luke Bryan, you say his
Oh,
name is.
so
Oh my
good.
Oh, he has
wow.
38 songs on his new album.
Wow,
Oh, great.
I can't wait to listen to all of
What's
it.
it? Jelly Roll? Jelly Roll. Oh, okay. I'll check him out.
Jelly Roll.
I'll check him out at WrestleMania.
His name's Jelly Roll.
Fascinating.
First and
He
last
used to
name.
be 600 pounds.
That's amazing.
Now he's a lean 300.
Yeah.
I like when people give you facts about artists that like
He used to be a drug addict.
Yeah, for them, like it makes them like it's like he lost 300 pounds. Like, great.
So
Is the music still
What's
suck?
what's the music like?
yeah, Lance Armstrong won like
Yeah.
the Tour de France with one ball.
Mhm.
Like I don't care about like bicycling.
Cycling. Yeah.
So
Except for the Lance Armstrong documentaries, which were awesome. 'Cause
I've never
everyone's
seen
just
those.
like he is an asshole.
Those
Those are the there was like 3 that came out at the same time. Gotta watch them all.
I'm more of a Floyd Landis guy.
Who's that?
What is that?
He was the guy that won immediately after him and then like kicked off all the steroid allegations.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wait, he's probably in that documentary.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. So I
Anyways.
guess CAs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before we get off,
It's Floyd Landis.
Floyd Landis and Lance Armstrong
D Antwoord is the Lance Armstrong
Yeah.
of dance pop.
of dance music. Yeah.
You
Sure.
heard it here first.
You
folks.
heard it
That's
here
so
first.
ridiculous.
Yeah, I really like this. I think it's like it's pretty if I can knock it for anything, I think it's like slight both in its like artistic aims and length. I mean, it's only 28 minutes long. But for what it's trying to do, I think it hits like the bullseye like 90% of the time.
Yeah.
Like there's a bunch of songs on here that I'm going to keep coming back to, but it's compact enough that if I'm in a mood, I'll just hit beat back and let it ride for 28 minutes. I also think that like they could be just like a cool band to have in the conversation in indie rock and indie pop in general.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of bands doing more interesting things musically, both with like sound design, choices with how they build their songs, but I don't know if I've heard a band that can write bangers quite like this. Just simple, down the middle, fucking pop songs.
Yeah.
So I'll be interested to see where they go from here. I think like listening to Feel the Real, I'm like, okay, there's more that they can show. Like like I would imagine that their next record probably won't be this minimalistic, and it'll be interesting to hear how their songwriting goes from there. But I'm feeling pretty strong on this one. I think I'm going 7.5.
Nice.
7.5. Wow.
Yeah, I think this benefited from the barrage of indie rock type band shit that we were listening to. But coming back to it with fresh ears too, this is really good, and I think it benefits from its length or lack thereof. There's not much to it. It's very sparse at times, even though that's like sparse isn't the vibe they're going for. They don't give a shit. Like clearly, when you look at their like Spotify, whatever, I haven't looked at their social media or anything, but like the pictures are bad. Like you can barely tell who they are.
Yeah.
Like all that stuff. And generally that turns me off. But I think that in this instance lends to their like and you know, when you listen to her sing or whatever, it's all like kind of lending to this like, yeah, whatever,
Yeah.
vibe.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't quite turn me off like some other bands do. And so yeah, I think it's pretty good. There's stuff that had me like moving, and like, you know, I remember shit about it. So I liked it too. I think I'm gonna go a little lower than Evan though. I think I'm gonna land on like a 7.1.
7.1. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I felt a lot stronger probably than both of you.
Whoa.
But yeah, what do I want to say about this? I mean, this just kind of hooked me immediately. Like, I have a feeling that maybe this is, you know, my 2026, you know, Yahweh nail gun.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wow.
Because it always comes out of nowhere, and it's always an album that, like you said, like, you don't really know which one to pick because all the songs are bangers. So you just start from the beginning and just let it play. And I've done that, I mean, so many times with this already. I had such a good time listening to this. I Like It Like That is like one of my favorite songs I've heard so far this year. Play Me as well. Feel the Real. Talk to Your Girlfriend. Lucky. Like, I was like pumped to show my wife this album. I was like, you got to hear this stuff. Like, you're going to love it.
Did she like it?
No.
Okay.
She didn't.
Much like Yahweh nail
Yeah, much
gun.
like Yahweh.
No.
I did the same thing with Yahweh nail gun. That's how I know
Babe?
things are in place.
Yeah.
'Cause
And
it's-
my wife hates it.
my wife
It's
hates
sick.
it. I can't shut up about it. It's
When the
just-
boys
yeah.
kind of like it, the wife hates it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in.
It's in my top 5 possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just had a really good time listening to this, and like you said, kind of getting off the indie rock thing, like I thought it was cool that I looked up a little bit about the band too. Like they were both the members were in indie rock bands, and
Nice.
said that they were sick of the whole thing and wanted to try something else, and that's kind of like exactly the vibe that I feel about this. It was just like, you know, so many indie rock bands are like are trying and failing to do this sound. Like, think about kind of like with Snail Mail. You know, like we were listening a little bit of the Snail Mail record, and it has those like 90s shoegaze vibes. Haim was another good example. Like that, whatever the fuck it was, I Quit record.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they tried to do things like this on that record, and it just falls flat. And it's like embarrassing. These people, like these guys, have, you know, the voice, the production, the style. Like I feel like it just all really works. I do kind of get annoyed with like the amount of we don't give a shit, because
They do not give a shit.
there's a point in time where you're like, okay, just make a regular music video. Like, you don't have to film it on, you know what I mean?
Yeah, don't take a picture with your phone going
yeah,
like this.
it's just like, okay, how much more can we do with that?
How
Yeah.
less of a shit can we
Exactly.
get?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I had to knock it, I would say that, yeah, I think like as an album, it's not saying much, you know, like it's not like they have like a message or anything to really say, but I also think that they don't care about that. Like I said, like they just don't give a shit at all, and it still works. So it does kind of feel like a collection of singles at times, some stronger than others. But I still like loved every song. I'm feeling really strong. I'm gonna give it an 8.3.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a 7.6 from Fcukers.
From Fcukers.
From Fcukers. As Jimmy
And also,
Fallon said.
like, how do you pronounce? Is it just Is
Oh,
that
yeah,
the
we
album
didn't even
title?
say
I think it's O.
Oh,
Oh, it's
yeah.
like O with an umlaut,
I think
which
it's
I think is
Oh!
Oh.
That's
It's a Dice Clay.
It's a
Hell
Dice
yeah.
Clay.
That's a
hell
Dice
yeah.
Clay, hell yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
That's how you pronounce this album. Yeah.
You're unbelievable.
Oh! Yeah.
Oh. Doesn't make any sense
No,
Yeah.
at all.
doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's a little bit annoying that
If
you can't
Fuckers
say the
doesn't
name
give a
of it.
fuck, we don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
true. We might not even publish this.
This is our
We're
wavy.
publishing this.
Yeah.
For sure.
Are
We
you out
might
of your
just
mind?
not-
What are
Yeah.
you talking about?
This is our equivalent of the like waving the phone profile.
Yeah,
pic.
Yeah.
pretty
The
much.
Andrew
Yeah.
Dice Clay.
Yeah.
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 Oh!
Oh.
That's what we're giving it out of 10. It's a 7.6. Oh! Andrew Dice Clay, hell yeah. What did you guys think of the record? Let us know in the comments. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok for podcast clips and comedy skits. Get the shirt. and subscribe on Patreon for bonus content every Sunday, $5 a month. Last episode of Supergroup coming
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
JJ wore his best Damocracy shirt for it. Yeah. Yeah. All right. It's I Quit My Band. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.